We got more delays from the SEC. We also got more ways to buy crypto and get into it. You want to talk XRP price? I got you, and we'll even have a price prediction for you. Ways to earn money on your crypto along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Alright, we got some mixed action of green and red on screen, but we also got another day of floor price action. This is freaking awesome, everyone, especially with what? Jerome Powell coming on the mic tomorrow. Is he going to pump the markets or is he going to dump us? Now, before we get into the news, you know the deal. You're the viewer, so you matter most. That's why you're sure comment at the beginning of the video. Reverend Funky starting us off. It says, blame the Federal Reserve. Blame the Federal Reserve. They're not even a real entity anyway. There you go for all my South Park and Canadian fans. My guys just sold their stuff for $2 billion. Dreams are possible. Sean Allen says, glad you made it home safe, brother. Thanks for Yeah, I'm glad to be home back in the old studio. It's a little weird because I do miss Guatemala. I really do like it out there, but I'm going back, so don't worry. The market's going to rally here soon enough. Larry Barron, channel member, thank you for the support, kind sir. Says, I think after the pause, Powell will be dovish. Bitcoin sitting at 118,912. ETH is 38.66. We're going to talk XRP because we got some price prediction action along with ETF news and whatever you want. More floor support, but that's right. Tomorrow's the Powell day. He's going to pause, all right? So if you're out there and you're watching YouTube and TikTok and whatever, and they're like, oh, he's going to cut it 100 basis points, that person is smoking crack. Bad. Take away their driver's license. FOMC rates live. Look for this thumb tomorrow. We'll be there 2 p.m. Eastern. The SEC sets a new deadline for True Social Bitcoin ETF. See, it's not just XRP. It's not just HBAR. They're also delaying the Trump ETFs as well. In a move that comes amid broader delays in the crypto ETF approvals and a cautious regulatory approach in digital assets. In a statement on Monday, the SEC delayed its decision on a proposed Bitcoin ETF backed by Trump media. See, it's playing no favorites here. Look, the SEC just does what? They delay. The proposed exchange-traded fund aims to list NYSE ARCA under the agency's commodity-based trust framework. The SEC cited the need for more time to assess the proposal. How much more time do you need? You've already got all these other BTC ETFs out. What's the difference if we put someone's different name on there? The True Social ETF isn't the only fund currently caught in the regulatory limbo. The SEC has also delayed its decision on the Grayscale Solana Trust and GDLC. These delays signal that the SEC is maintaining a cautious stance. Look, here's the deal. They got up to 70 days, 270 days to evaluate their ETFs, and the SEC is using every darn day of it just like they did during the Gensler administration. Now, you want more ways to get into crypto? Well, cash to crypto, because there's a bunch of people out there that don't have bank accounts. So CoinMe expanded their services using a little bit of green dot rails. Yeah, this one, it's more for people that are into the underbanked or unbanked news. It's linked in the description below if you want to read it. But let's get into this. Hoskinson on ADA versus BTC. Why make less money? Now remember, Hoskinson said he wants to sell over $100 million worth of ADA to buy BTC and stablecoins. Now what he's saying is something a little different. You need to hear about it. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has issued a new bold price prediction for his native token ADA and the market leader, Bitcoin. In a recent interview, Hoskinson stated that ADA might record 100x or even 1,000x gains. Dude, where are you coming from, my guy? Whereas Bitcoin may only see a 10x increase. Hodgkinson was responding to a question about why the Cardano treasury did not convert its ADA holdings to Bitcoin. He argued that Bitcoin's massive valuation is a hindrance, basically saying that it's already reached like a lot of its peak. Here's the problem though. 2 weeks ago, Charles said, we're selling our ADA for BTC and stables. Now this is what he said. Oh, sure, let's sell ADA for Bitcoin so we can make less money, Hodgkinson noted sarcastically. I don't know. This guy is all over the map. See, people were pissed at him in the ADA circles for wanting to sell the ADA for BTC and stables. But look, Hodgkinson is just doing what the rest of the players in the market wanted to do. Build a strategic reserve based on BTC and stables. So he mentions it, he gets roasted, and now he makes a joke out of it to kind of make it seem like he wasn't serious. This guy's a total fucktard. MetaMask launches new stablecoin yield feature on wallet. This is juicy. This is what we want. So a lot of people out there are like, bro, how do you make money on stables? You make it on the yield, okay? Now we have another chance. On July 29th, the crypto wallet service, hey, wait a minute, that's today, that's breaking news. That's why you hit the subscribe button and notification bell, ladies, gents, and blue-haired giraffes. On July 29th, the crypto wallet service launched, talking about MetaMask, its first stablecoin yield product dubbed Stablecoin Earn. Users can now begin to deposit their stablecoins and start earning passive rewards. Here's the cool thing. There's no lockup on there. There's no time frames. And you can custody stuff yourself. So you don't have to be reliant upon them. That's freaking cool. This is what stablecoins are all about. Earning yield while parking your money. So if all of a sudden crypto goes into the deep red zone like it's a blue light special and you want to buy, you don't have to worry about your stables being locked up. You could just take it. You can then use it, swap it to buy it. Boom, done. So yeah, you can earn your yield while you wait. And then when the situations are right for you to buy, guess what you could do, baby? You can go buy. That's freaking awesome. This is what we want, all right? I'm a big fan of this, all right? And we need to see more of this. We need to see more yield-bearing action for holding on to not just your stablecoins, but your crypto. Because I think a lot of people out there, you've been like, bro, I've been holding on to my XRP for years and years and years. Yeah, let's get something for it. You put your assets in a bank, you get something for it for years and years and years. So let's get it with our crypto. Overall, the crypto market is still hot AF. Up 10% in volume to 178 billion. Altcoin season, we're still high up there, 40 out of 100, but we're back from a little bit over the past week. Now, what you're seeing is what? A little slowdown of institutional buying here over this last week. Players are waiting to see what Jerome Powell says tomorrow. We know he's going to pause, but is he going to hint to the next meeting, which would be the September meeting, being one with the rate cut? Now, XRP fans, we got good news for you. And what's that good news? Another day of the above $3 floor being built. Right now, we're sitting at 316 with volume around $6.8 billion. The candlesticks are going to tell us what? Yeah, people go from the tips and sell off into some profit-a-roni zone. But look, support right around that 310 mark. Support right around the $3 mark right here. This is what we want to see. And look, we had this meteoric rise with XRP price-wise right over the last several weeks. Had some juicy prices. Had players take profit. They bought back in. More profit taking. And then floor support creation. This move for floor support is almost as long as the move from the breach of $3. Yeah, that's how big this move is. In fact, look at this. We're looking right here at the 23rd of July being where we started building support. So we got through a weekend. We got through a couple days. We can hopefully get through what Powell says today. Hopefully he's not too negative. But this is it, everyone. XRP building floor support where we've got what? Other big news events on the way. Clarity Act, ETF approvals eventually, the case being over with. All bullish for XRP, and volume is juicy AF. Look at the bottom of the screen. Volume is juicy AF, and what else can you ask for on this Thirsty Tuesday, or today's Thursday? Now, Charles is an interesting one, because for real, a few weeks ago he was like, yo, we're going to sell 100 million ADA for BTC and stables. Now he's like, why would you sell for something that you're going to get less money out of? Because you just said it 2 weeks ago, you moron. That's why people are asking you these questions. So now it appears that Charles got a lot of flack from the ADA community. He's trying to backpedal it a little bit. Saying, oh, don't worry, ADA's still going to go to 100x, 1000x. Then why did you just say that you were going to sell 100 million ADA for some BTC and stablecoin reserves? This dude is just a piece of shit, man. Now, speaking of piece of shit, SEC, they're probably going to get my 2025 piece of crap award. Why? Because they're delaying every freaking ETF. Well, we need more time to see what the regulatory implications are. You've done this like a million times before. So you're applying your existing standards to the current products. They either meet it or they don't. You don't need more time to figure it out because guess what? You've already written the playbook. You've already approved BTC ETFs. You already approved ETH ETFs. So who the hell cares who's the issuer of it? You just need to make sure that they're compliant with the existing regulatory framework. More delays? Come on, this is Gensler era bullshit. Speaking of Gensler era bullshit, we're way higher up in the prices, and he's probably pissed about it. He's going to be back at school teaching here in a couple weeks. That's right, everyone. It's going to be August here soon. Jerome Powell's going to be on the mic tomorrow. We're expecting a pause, but is he going to be dovish for the rest of the meeting and actually say, yo, cuts are right around the bend? If that happens and he's bullish sounding, dovish sounding, guess what, everyone? Sounds like we're at a fucking zoo, doesn't it? It's going to make the markets more green. Why? Because we'll start pricing in these rate cuts, hopefully with 2 this year. XRP floor price is starting to build stronger every day, and that's a good news for us holders. Why? Because we got through the profit time. We got through the crazy pumperoni time with a decent floor afterwards. Volume is still holding strong, and we've got other good news coming directly for XRP holders. Happy Tuesday. More to come. Choo choo what? Choo choo bitches.